Trade talks are escalating in New England as the Pittsburgh Steelers look to bring in their next franchise quarterback. The Patriots have revealed what they want for this guy, but are the Pittsburgh Steelers willing to give it up? On today's episode of Steelers Digest, we'll be diving into the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Before we get into any of this, though, just click that subscribe button down below. 91% of our current viewers are not currently subscribed. So if you just click that subscribe button, we're going to get you guys the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news every single day. Anything regarding Pittsburgh Steelers, we're going to get a video out every day. So just click that subscribe button and let's get right into this news. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have been linked to Joe Milton III. This guy's backup quarterback for the New England Patriots, who's really getting a lot of trade value at the moment because of his athleticism and his one-game performance last year against the Buffalo Bills. The New England Patriots did not win a lot of games last year, but one of the games they did win, Joe Milton was the starting quarterback, and he just showed that he could play at the NFL level. Whether this was a one-game show, this guy is still looking pretty good, and, he's got some trade value right now. And the New England Patriots really are taking advantage of that and just trying to get anything for him while he's got the value. A third-round pick is a lot. It is a pretty steep asking point, but some quarterback-needy franchises could look to scoop him up with their third-round pick. And the Pittsburgh Steelers do have a third-round pick in this upcoming draft. Whether they are willing to give it up for Joe Milton will remain to be seen. That is a pretty high asking price for a project quarterback. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have already traded their second-round pick for DK Metcalf. So they really don't have a lot of room to be giving up draft picks, but it's still a possibility. And the Pittsburgh Steelers could do, a trade where it includes a player and a draft pick. I saw some reports where people were saying they wanted to trade Pickens for him. I would never do that. That'd be a crazy trade, but we'll see. We'll see what the Pittsburgh Steelers want to do. This guy would be a pretty cool quarterback to see under center. In Tennessee, he was pretty good. He was a sleeper in the draft. He really went pretty late. I think he went 5th, 6th round to the New England Patriots. They drafted him and Drake May last year. Obviously, they want to move forward with Drake May. He's their guy. So it kind of leaves Joe Milton out of the quarterback race. Like I said, the New England Patriots also brought in the Pastronaut, Josh Dobbs, in free agency on a 2-year deal. So he was playing with Vrabel when Vrabel was the coach of Tennessee. So I assume that he probably wants Dobbs to take over that backup position and really mentor Drake May as he looks to become the franchise star under center. So, some other teams that have been linked to Joe Milton are the Raiders, the Browns, the Cowboys, a lot of strange other teams that could be looking to bring him in as a backup or as a starter. I mean, in Pittsburgh, this guy would probably be competing for the starter with Mason Rudolph, and maybe if we bring in another guy in the draft, maybe like Jalen Milroe or Jackson Dart or Quinton Ewers, we will see. Like I said yesterday, Jalen Milroe is looking like an athletic freak. He ran around a 4.40 yesterday at his pro day. There's really not really any official times on the internet. A lot of unofficial reports have come out like 4.37, 4.44, 4.45, but I don't know. He still looked like a total crazy athlete. So the Steelers could bring him in also this draft season, but we will see. Regarding some of the other quarterbacks that have been in our QB room that we could look to bring back, Russell Wilson has been a consistent name that has been linked to the Pittsburgh Steelers throughout this offseason. Russell Wilson, today he came out and said that he's willing to sign with the New York Giants just whenever. He just kind of threw that out there, and I feel like he just kind of said that to kind of speed up the Rodgers decision and just kind of make Rodgers realize that the NFL is not going to wait for him. This is a job that a lot of people want, a lot of people need to get. So Russell Wilson wants to continue his career and just show that he can still be a competent starter, and he could look to go to the New York Giants, leaving the Pittsburgh Steelers with no other options at quarterback other than Mason Rudolph, Joe Milton, and Aaron Rodgers. So we will have to see about Russell Wilson. Some reports that have come out, like I said, have linked him to the New York Giants after his visit. He also visited the Cleveland Browns. He could look to sign with them if he wants to play in the division and play Steelers twice a year. But, Cleveland is a dumpster fire that really did not get any better this offseason. They only really got worse. I mean, they brought in Kenny Pickett at quarterback. They re-signed Myles Garrett, but other than that, they did not make any major moves. So, Russell Wilson could be playing in Cleveland next year. Who knows? We still have a lot of football, a lot of offseason to go. We will have to see. We could wait and see after the draft. That could be a time when both these quarterbacks find their teams. That could be why both are waiting, because the Giants have an early pick, and they have been linked to Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward. So if in that top three some weird picks happen, if Tennessee wants to get if they want to get the guy out of Penn State, or if they want to get Shedeur, they could really change up the top three order, or if they want to get Travis Hunter, there's a lot of different options in the first couple picks. So we will have to see what will happen. But I don't know. I'm excited for the draft. I'm excited to see who Steelers pick up. I hope Jalen Milroe, but we'll have to wait and see. Some other reports about Russ that have come out. Russell's potential at Steelers has become less certain, regardless of what Rodgers does, and it's not completely off the table. If he just decides, I want to go to the Giants, and in this report, it also states that some members of the coaching staff really would not want to have Russ back. There was also some rumors this season that Arthur Smith and Russ had some trouble getting on the same page and really liking each other. There was some rumors that Smith wouldn't let Russ audible or do any kind of change in his offense. So that is a big struggle for a quarterback that really changed franchises because he wanted more power. So this is kind of a situation that we're just kind of getting in again, because Aaron Rodgers is the same type of player where he left his first team, want more power, and if he's going to come into the Pittsburgh Steelers and, want to play the offense his way, I don't know if Arthur Smith is going to want that, and you got to wonder if the Steelers have talked to him about that and kind of told him that, hey, if you come in here, you're going to have to listen to Smith, and we're not going to listen to everything you want to do. You're going to have to play like a Steeler and be humble and not make this about you. But we'll have to wait and see, because this offseason has been all about Aaron Rodgers, because he cannot make his decision whether he wants to go to the New York Giants or the Pittsburgh Steelers. But, we still got some options on the table. We have Joe Milton, who we could look to bring in if the Pittsburgh Steelers are willing to give up our third-round pick in the draft. If he does not come to Pittsburgh, it will be interesting to see where he goes. Like I said, the Cowboys have been another team that is interested in him. The Raiders, as they look to rebuild that quarterback room with Pete Carroll, it would be interesting. But, there's a lot of other quarterback-needy teams, but we'll have to wait and see. That's all I have for you guys tonight on Steelers Digest. If you guys have not clicked that subscribe button already, do it now. Thanks so much. Peace out.